Hello, my dear students. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss an important keyword, that is perseverance, from GS paper 4, that is ethics, integrity and aptitude. So what this perseverance is? We must have heard this word multiple times. Many of you have heard this word, and for civil service aspirants, this word has a very good sense or meaning. So let's discuss that what is perseverance. We all know that all of us face challenges while making efforts for success in our life. Each and every individual in this world is going through some tough challenges. We all are aspiring for success. We all make efforts for success and we all face challenges during this journey. For many of us, we can say that the success is often very much delayed. So in this situation, how to respond when you are facing obstacles or challenges in the course of your journey? We know that there is a majority of people who give up when they face challenges or difficulties. But we see there are a few people who makes effort continuously while facing challenges. They have a positive attitude towards success. They had the mental strength and determination to get success. So they are not disappointed by these challenges. They make continuous effort and with a focused dedication, with steadfastness, with persistence in their struggle, with continuous effort, with patience, what we see that one day they find the meaning of their life or they find success. Okay, they are successful. So this quality of making continuous efforts, the ability to keep going with consistent effort when the journey gets tougher, is known as perseverance. So this is the general meaning of this term. Now I have already discussed with you the meaning of this word perseverance, but when we talk about perseverance, so what are the key elements or components of perseverance? So whenever you see perseverance, so how to identify this quality of perseverance? Okay, so if you are trying to identify this quality of perseverance, so you will find one thing in that particular individual, that that individual is making continuous efforts. This is the most important element in this perseverance. It means consistency in whatever we are doing. Consistency over time, consistent effort over time. If an individual is making this consistent effort, it means that, okay, this is leading him towards this quality of perseverance. The second point here that we are discussing is resilience. So what does it mean? Resilience simply means, okay, that whenever we face challenges or obstacles, okay, so many of us had the quality or the ability to respond it in a positive manner. It means our emotional and mental strength to recover from setbacks or failures is known as resilience. And if we possess this emotional and mental strength, it means we are having this quality of perseverance. The third key element is what? Commitment for the goal. Okay, many of us have set their goals in their life, okay, and we are making efforts. So if you give up in between, in the course of the journey, okay, if you find challenges, if you find obstacles and you give up, so it shows that you are not committed to your goal. So this commitment for the goal is one important element. Okay, it means that you are not distracted by short term gains. You are always trying to find the meaning in your life, and whatever you are trying to do, it has a purpose, and you believe in achieving success by fulfilling this long term purpose. So this is an important element. That is what this is: commitment for our goal. And the fourth and most important component is self discipline. Self discipline is very much important, because whenever we are making effort for something, at multiple occasions we find that there are distractions, and our desires are the root cause of this distraction. And whenever we get setbacks, we are often frustrated by the failures. So we must be self motivation. The motivation comes from within, that is inner motivation, and we should be disciplined by ourselves. So this self discipline is another important component of perseverance. And last and most important point is that, okay, if you want to get success, okay, so for success what is needed? Sustained effort is needed, okay, and you will be able to make sustained effort only when you have the faith and confidence in the process itself. So these are some of the key elements of perseverance. Okay, so perseverance, whenever we see perseverance, perseverance means what? A combination of all these elements. Now, why this keyword is important? Okay, so this keyword is very much important for civil servants. This quality is very much important for civil servants, perseverance. So in ethics paper, you will find, okay, that this word appears at multiple times. This word appears while reading the ethics paper. Okay, it means that perseverance is important for civil servants. Now, why this is important for civil servants? There are various reasons for that. For example, when we are saying that perseverance is important for civil servants, okay, so let's discuss this very first aspect, that is facing administrative challenges. Okay, when you will be selected, when you become civil servant, you will find that while maintaining law and order, while execution and implementation of programs and policies, you will face many bureaucratic hurdles. There will be political pressures. At multiple times, you will find that the civil servants, okay, are also subject to public criticism, and you have to face all these challenges, all these obstacles when you will be in civil service, when you will be in public life. Okay, so facing all these challenge, you will have to keep yourself motivated, you will have to keep yourself result oriented. And how you can do? You can do it only when you will possess the quality of perseverance. So that is why we can say that for civil servants, this quality of perseverance becomes very much important, because they have to face administrative challenges, and while facing administrative challenges, this quality makes you a very efficient administrator. Now the second important point is what? Okay, when you will become civil servant, you will do what? You will be a part where you are going to implement the policies. Okay, policies, there are various government schemes and policies, okay, that are related to education, that are related to health, that are related to poverty eradication. Now just imagine that India got independence in 1947, and from then, from 1947 onwards, we are fighting with poverty. We are trying to do poverty eradication. Okay, to a large extent we are successful, but poverty has not ended completely. We are also trying to improve our education system, but it's still evolving. We have achieved a lot of our achievements are great, but still the achievements, or you can say that the quality of education that we need to provide to our children, okay, it still, it means that we are still far away from the dreams that, okay, we have visualized at the time of independence. Okay, so through these policy measures, we can bring changes in the life of people, but implementation of policies that are related to education, that are related to health, that are related to poverty eradication are the challenge in itself. Okay, it means that what is needed? An officer with dedication, okay, is able to bring a lot of changes. It means that these are not the things where we can get some short term, okay, gain, but we will have to wait. We will do our part, we will play our part, we will make some efforts, we will contribute, okay, and we will have to keep patience, okay. So only a preserving officer, okay, is capable or more efficient for the implementation of these long term policies. And third and important reason why perseverance is important for civil servants is maintaining public service motivation, okay. For example, at multiple times, you will find that the civil servants face challenges, often in the crisis like situations. For example, floods, okay, that is also a crisis like situation. The COVID pandemic was also a crisis like situation. You will find that there are some communal rights, there are some crisis like situation, okay. And in the crisis like situation, a civil servant need to dedicate himself or herself completely in that task. You will find that for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, okay, if the situations are very tough, the civil servants are completely away from their home, okay. They are not able to give time to their family members, but still they make dedicated efforts, okay. And by this dedicated efforts, they are able to handle that crisis like situation. And in this way, what happened, okay, in this way they motivate others also, because they have just displayed this merit or this quality, that I have this spirit of never giving up, I will fight in this difficult situation, okay. So in this way, the civil servants maintain public service motivation also, if they possess this quality of perseverance. And the last and most important thing is that while being in service, you will find that at multiple occasions there will be political pressures. This might be a possibility that you will be threatened, this might be a possibility that you will be transferred, and if this might be a possibility that by propaganda, through public criticism, okay, the people will try to discourage you. But under those circumstances also, you will have to maintain your integrity, you will have to maintain that spirit of never giving up, you will have to hold that ethical line. And we can say that, okay, a civil servant with perseverance has moral strength even in adverse situations. So for civil servants, this quality is very much important, okay. But the perseverance is not only limited to civil servants. This perseverance, this quality, I think this quality is important for all, not only for civil servants, but this perseverance as a quality is important for everyone, okay. For example, when we say everyone, it means that we all have a personal life, okay. And in our personal life, what we say, we multiple times we face rejection, at multiple times we face challenges, okay. And by these failures, by these challenges, we are frustrated. But what is the need of that time? The need of the time is to bounce back, the need of the time is to keep moving forward, okay. So if we possess this quality of perseverance, so we can overcome our personal challenges very much easily. And that's why this quality of perseverance is important for civil servants as well, okay. Now, why I have written the second important feature here, why it is important for everyone? So building character, okay. It means that just remember the keywords that I have discussed in this perseverance. What are the components of perseverance, okay? It means that you must be disciplined, there must be inner motivation, okay. Humility is one thing that you must need it, okay. Commitment towards your goal is the another component, okay. Self discipline is another component. So just imagine that if you possess all these qualities, which are components of perseverance, it means if you are possessing this perseverance, so finally what will happen, okay, you will build a character that will set an example in the society, you will be a motivation for others. So that is the second important point here, that is second important reason here. And third important point is achieving long term goals, okay. It's not only about civil services. If you are a player playing cricket or football, okay, so how much difficult is it, okay, to be a part of Indian cricket team? But still you will find that there are thousands of players, okay. in small town cities, villages, they are playing cricket in sports. They want to be part of Indian cricket team and they are making continuous efforts. Okay, so it's not only about civil servants, it's also about UPSC aspirants. Why I'm saying UPSC aspirant? You have done your graduation, completed your graduation or post graduation, and you are aspiring to be civil servant. Okay, you are preparing for the civil services. Okay, it means that you are trying to pursue a long term goal. You will find that there are multiple examples where students, okay, cleared this exam in fifth attempt or sixth attempt. Okay, even this year topper 2024, okay, has cleared this exam in fifth attempt, rank 1. Okay, so there are multiple examples where the students clear this examination in their fourth or fifth attempt. This shows that for 4 to 5 years they are consistent in their efforts, they are committed towards their goal. Okay, and they had the spirit of, okay, never giving up, and in this way they were able to achieve the long term goal. So we will have to be consistent and we will have to make determined efforts over time if we want to achieve long term success in any field. So that is why perseverance is important for everyone. The fourth important point here is self respect and emotional strength. Okay, so when you start fighting with the challenges, okay, if you have this quality of perseverance, it means you are fighting with your challenges, you are not discouraged by your failures, right? So when you start fighting with your challenges, so ultimately when you are self disciplined and when there is inner motivation for any work, what will happen? This will give you emotional strength. Okay, and this will make your personality more dynamic. So this is one example. Okay, now perseverance is important for everyone. So one example I have already discussed with you, and that is the example of civil service aspirants, right? That they have this quality, or those who are having this quality of never giving up. Okay, even through the challenges they always say all is well. Okay, if they make consistent study, if they are self disciplined, if there is inner motivation, so in that situation what happens? They become successful. The second important example of perseverance we can discuss is that you will find that when you become civil servant, okay, for example you are IAS or in IPS, so you will find that at multiple times many civil servants, okay, get posting in backward districts. Okay, so you will find that some of them, when they are posted in a backward district, that is rural posting we can say. Okay, for example, if you are a civil servant and in a state you get a backward district, okay, a backward area, that is tribal area, and you are posted there for 4 to 5 years and you have to work in health and education. So what will happen? Okay, the task is very much challenging, plus you have got a rural posting. Okay, so in that district, okay, there are not so much facilities that you need to have. For example, you have always, okay, you have got your education in Delhi or Mumbai like cities. Okay, and you have spent 25 or 28 years of your life in Delhi or Mumbai or Bangalore, and suddenly you get rural posting. So at multiple times you will find that few of the civil servants gets frustrated and disappointed. Okay, because that district is not in sync with their lifestyle. So you will find that some of them quit their services. Okay, you will find today also there are so many educators who have quit their civil services. Okay, and now they are teaching, they are educating. Okay, so the one reason behind this is, okay, yes, this is one reason, that they want to educate the children. That is a positive thing. They want to contribute something, contribute in the society. But okay, this is not the only example. Okay, this is also one example that many of them are frustrated to get the rural posting. So when they see the lucrative opportunity in the edtech sector, so they join this edtech sector, that we will always live in big cities where all the facilities we can avail and we can earn a lot of money. Okay, so yes, service and helping and supporting students is one factor, but for some of them this is also true. Okay, so that is one point. Okay, so what we need to do? If you have perseverance, if you get if you get posting, rural posting, and if you are working in the fields like health and education, and if the area is tribal, and if you have this quality of perseverance, so this might be possible that for 4 to 5 years, okay, you will bring dynamic changes in that tribal district in the field of health and education, okay. And through this you will set an example for the future civil servants, and you will get name and fame all across the country, okay. So there are two choices. On one side you will have to fight with the challenges, on the other side you have the second option to give up your service, okay, and join some other lucrative opportunity to gain more money and to live a comfortable life. So you will find that there are so many officers, okay, who work for these tribal people, who work for the revival of the river system, who work for the environment, okay, and in long term, okay, their contribution is widely recognized. So if we have this quality of perseverance, we will definitely do better in the administration also. Now, okay, one another example that I would like to share with you, and that is the example of Thomas Edison. You all are familiar with this name, Thomas Edison, who invented the light bulb. We all know this is very popular story that Edison failed 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. And what Edison quote, okay, when he failed 1,000 times. So often we look those 1,000 methods as how Edison failed, okay. So what Edison said? Edison said that I have not failed. I have not failed. I have just found 1,000 ways that will not work, okay. So this is the positive bent of mind, okay. So when you are filled with this positive bent of mind, even after your failures, okay, you are enjoying your failures also, okay, and you are trying to do your best in those difficult circumstances also. That is what perseverance. So this is an important part. Now let's discuss a few more things so that you could better relate this perseverance. Now the next important point is you must have heard about Bhagavad Gita, okay. Bhagavad Gita सुना ना आप सभी लोगों ने. And there is a very famous line, okay, in chapter 2 verse 47 of Bhagavad Gita, that is karmanya vadika raste ma phalesu kadachana, okay. And what does it mean, karmanya vadika raste ma phalesu kadachana? It means that, okay, you have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action, okay. So don't worry about the result. What you should do, okay, you should be committed towards goal, and you should make continuous efforts in right direction, okay, with a sense of inner motivation to achieve that goal, okay. So this Bhagavad Gita, this quote of Bhagavad Gita also teaches us about this quality of perseverance, okay. When Bhagavad Gita teaches us the spiritual strength to be part of one's dharma, okay. And here when we talk about spiritual strength, the same spiritual strength is perseverance, okay, when we relate it in the context of everyone. The next example of perseverance is from Buddhism. You must have read Buddhism, Mahatma Buddha, okay, the eightfold path of Mahatma Buddha. So among this eightfold path, one fold is Samyak Vyayam, that is right effort. So what is this right effort? The right effort is perseverance, okay. So these are the things that we need to understand, okay. Now when we say perseverance, we also find there are so many concepts that are related to perseverance. For example, one word is persistence, okay. So what is the difference between persistence and perseverance? So they are related. When we say persistence means making continuing effort, that is persistence. And when we say perseverance, so persistence is the component of perseverance, okay. It means when we say perseverance, so persistence is a part of it, but apart from this persistence, okay, it means that persistence or effort plus purpose plus patience is equal to perseverance. So perseverance is a broader terminology. In the same way, we use a similar word, that is determination. And what is the determination? The strong will to achieve anything is known as determination. I have already discussed with you about resilience, okay. And what is this resilience? Emotional and mental strength to recover after the failures is known as resilience. Okay, so that is the point here. So I hope that you have understood about this uh, perseverance. Okay, now the second important point here is that, okay, how this perseverance could be fostered in public and personal life. So we all know that there is education is very important in an individual life. Okay, when we get education, we are being taught that we should make continuous efforts. Okay, and it means that when the education, for example, moral education is a part of our curriculum in our school. So why this moral education was included in our schools, dharm shiksha, naitik shiksha, why it was included? Because our education system imparts us to give value based education. Okay, now in UPSC examination, in GS papers in 2013, GS paper 4 ethics, integrity and aptitude is introduced. So why it has been introduced? The reason is that, okay, we should be, okay, given value based education. When you will be in training center, when you will get training, okay, in Missouri, you will find that again you will be taught ethics, integrity and aptitude. It means that when we provide value based education to the students, so it helps in fostering perseverance in public as well as personal life. And for civil servants, in training program, okay, you will be taught that how to handle real world problems or how to handle difficult situations. Okay, and third and the most important element here is supportive ecosystem. And what is this supportive ecosystem? The supportive ecosystem means we have some acquaintances, we have friends, we have relatives, we have mentors, teachers, guides. Okay, so if our family members, mentors, teachers, guides, members of peers group, acquaintances, okay, if they keep us guiding in the right direction, or we can say that if we are in a good company, so what will happen if we are in company of those people who are possessing this quality of perseverance? Okay, they are honest, they make continuous effort to gain success in their life, they are never frustrated to be but by the failures. So obviously it will have a deeper impact on our minds as well. Okay, so we can say that the supportive ecosystems also help us, okay, in maintaining this quality of perseverance. Okay, and the fourth and most important thing is that, okay, we in our life, okay, all of us has set some goals. So what we should do? We should not be in a rush to achieve this goal in a short time. Okay, for example, if you have set a goal, that goal has a purpose, that goal has a larger meaning, and that goal is providing you the meaning of life. So in that situation, what you should do? So in that situation, you should break big goals into small achievable steps, and you will have to work on each and every step with patience. Okay, there should not be hurry. So you will find that if you will plan, the planning is a long term planning, so you will definitely get success in long term. And the next and most important point is that, okay, mindfulness and reflection. Okay, how we reflect in stress like situation, how we reflect in crisis like situations. So this also, okay, helps us a lot in building this quality of perseverance. Okay, so it is important for public servants also, and it is important for all of us as well. So perseverance is a very good quality, we must possess it. There is a very famous quotation of Winston Churchill, you must have heard this. And what Winston Churchill said? Winston Churchill said that success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts. So what Winston Churchill is saying, that success is not final, okay, failure is not fatal. It means everything is transient. We have got success today, you are successful, the day will come, okay, when you will fail also in some particular task. Okay, so success and failures are part of life. Okay, everything is transient. If you are failing today, this might be a possibility that in the future you are going to succeed, you will be at the top. Okay, so success and failures are part of life. Success is not final and failure is not fatal. What counts is the courage to continue. And what is this courage to continue? The courage to continue is perseverance. So I hope that you have understood this concept or the keyword of perseverance. So it is important for civil servants, civil service aspirants, because you all are dedicated, okay, or you all are making efforts, you all have set a higher goal. Okay, so for you perseverance is very much important. Okay, so with focused attention, with a dedicated goal, with consistent efforts, and you should not discourage from your failures. Okay, you should make efforts in right direction, and one day the time will come when the success will be yours. Thanks to all of you.